Making some refrigerant racks for my service van here. There's going to be 3 canisters on each side of the back of my truck. So this shows the slight angle. They're going to drop 1 inch from the front to the back, and then we'll be able to put some bungees through these. But I'm making them out of plywood here. Here's a drawing of the side of it. Here it is actually laid out on the plywood. So we'll be nailing these onto, these things are actually just a little bit shy of 36 inches by 13 and a half deep, because our cylinders are 30-pound cylinders, 13 and a half plus that 3 and a half. So that 3 and a half is where the bungee will go through on the front of it. 25-pound cylinders similar. So I'm going to nail these blocks here to hold my shelves. We've got the shelves cut, and then I'm going to make some tops. These are just going to go on the top, and I'll be able to put a shelf on the top. So I'm just going to nail these on, and then these are toe kicks so I don't get a bunch of dirt underneath my shelves. Those are going to go right there. So I'm going to nail all the shelf supports on these 4 pieces, and then I'm going to take them up to the van and piece them together up in there. Okay, I got these ready to take up to the truck here. 4 1.25 inch screws in each one of these, because you're going to be slamming 30-pound cylinders down on that. And then I'm just going to tack these shelves in here like so, with some 1.25 inch staples, because those 4 screws there are going to carry all the weight. So just tack them in there. Here's one with my toe kick kind of mocked up. Hopefully we'll have room to get that cylinder in. I'm going to take it up to the garage and see if it fits before I slam these together in the truck. Alright, I'm working with a Ford Transit van here, a 2023, and it's got these threaded holes everywhere. So what I'm going to do is put my rack up against there like that and give it a little pound so I know where the holes are. And this thing starts to curve back at the top here. I'm almost thinking I should take a little bit off the top there so I can get it snugged in the corner better. I think I probably should do that. Maybe I'll grab a skill saw and just nip that off of there. But these holes, if you want to utilize them, or at least those ones, are this size, the M6-1, and I could have gotten probably some 40 millimeters would have been thick enough to go through my plywood and then hit it. So they're almost too short, so I think I'm going to countersink them. Maybe I can make it work, and they'll sink into the wood. But if I drill a little bit bigger hole, like a 1/2 inch hole, and countersink them a 1/4 inch, they'll for sure work. So that's the idea. And then these D-rings that came mounted down here, I might as well utilize that one and put another hole down here somewhere. That way that's gonna, and then the other one will go just on the other side of the wheel well, and then I'll be able to build shelving between the wood. Part of the reason I use wood is so I got something to screw into without having to bolt up metal. And build some shelving between the metal and the wood. on both sides here. The other side we'll hang our shelves out past the opening of the door a little bit, but we're gonna have 3-cylinder holder here and one over on the other side. So I'm gonna start by getting that mounted there, and then I'll tack my shelves in and butt the other side onto it and tack that down. Alright, I got that bolted onto that jamb back there. I ended up not trimming the top part like I said I was gonna up there. Just jammed it back in there. It's pretty tight. This is just set together. Got a little bit of a gap there. But that's not gonna hurt me none. So I just wanted to make sure my refrigerant bottle fit in there. Got my top. I can build a little pan to go on top of that to hold little stuff. So I'm just going to take my 1/4-inch crown stapler and tack these shelves in. Just sitting in here now. But yeah, it looks perfect. And then we'll just get drill a couple holes there and put bungees through. So keep them from coming out of there. Sweet. And then we'll have our shelving. The rest of our shelves. Build some custom length there and put some 1/4-inch angle iron in the middle probably. Probably just make it out of 26 gauge. Bolt it on this end. Screw it into the wood on that. Probably need some sort of a support on the back too. Put our first shelf right where the wheel well is. Yeah, maybe I'll have to bolt some angle iron onto that back wall or something. I don't know. Alright, I had to put all my stuff in here halfway built, but just got to build a few shelves right in there. We got these other holes up here that you can use for strapping or shelving or whatever. That thread size is right there. It's a M8 1.25, and I used a little strap over there to come underneath my shelf on this side. But we got 6 tank holders, 3 on each side, and I'll have one more shelf in here to clean this floor up, and then we'll have a few shelves in between the tanks and the front shelves over there. That's looking good. I like this here. Utilize some of this door space, but still keep the door. I like it. There it is. We're all set up with 3 30-pound refrigerant holes on each side by the back door. Ready for that next refrigerant to come into play. We still got our R22, our 410, and we'll be getting another one here, I guess. So those shelves came with my first service van, and I just keep adding to it. Let's see, these 3 are brand new. I made these this year. Those are just supported in the middle, screwed to the wood on the end, and then I put a brace across the top, and then we got that strap there that hangs down and secures to the back of these in the middle, just because it's away from the wall back there on both sides. Yeah, that bulkhead was in my express vans ever since day one. And there you have it. And we can get in the side door.